Hey Ash, what's up? Where have you been? Did you get my memo? No, but thank God you called. I have a story for you. And this deserves a memo.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to This Deserves a Memo, featuring your hosts, Rachael Weber
and Ashley Friedman.
All right, now let's get back to the real intro.
Welcome back to This Deserves a Memo. Hey, guys.
Hey, I wanted to do like kind of a dramatic little now featuring Ashley Friedman,
Yes.
pelvic floor specialist and health extraordinaire, crackhead and failure, Rachael Weber. I'm just kidding. I love doing that. Ashley gets so mad at me. She's like, stop it.
Don't say that.
I know. But thanks, guys, for coming back for another episode.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you. If you're new here, welcome.
Yes.
Join in the Memo Mamas
Joining
or
the Memo
Memo Misters.
Again. I know. Oh, yes, our Memo Mamas, Memo Misters. This is our podcast. We talk about health and wellness. We talk about ourselves. We chit-chat. We just have like a great time over here. It's honestly just like bringing you guys into our relationship.
Yeah, we just want you to be our besties.
Yes.
That's like the goal. To learn a little, to laugh a little.
And love a lot.
Literally. Nothing, not too deep.
No, not too deep. And I think one thing too is that I feel like Ashley and I are always trying to better ourselves and just level up, learn new things to make our lives like a better thing, feel like better people. And I feel like this podcast really like just shines on the stuff that we do to do that. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
I think that's like one of my biggest passions in life is just trying new things and like teaching and educating people about them.
Totally.
I love it.
She's good at that.
Any updates? What's new with you? Because the last time we chatted.
So many updates.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do have some updates.
Okay. Hit it.
But okay, I'm trying to think like, all right. Well, I'm going to tell everyone what the episode's going to be about today. And I'm wondering if we should just, because some of the updates are kind of in my thing.
Same.
Okay.
Wait, today's the week of Thanksgiving, technically,
the day after
right?
Thanksgiving, or like the week after Thanksgiving.
Okay, so hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Yes. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
What did you do?
I think future Rachael. Let me look in. Okay. Thanksgiving. Let's see. My sister and my nieces came in town,
Okay.
Which was so fun. We did like a little Thanksgiving at my parents' house. My boyfriend was there. And yeah, so that was really nice. And then I taught a Versa Climber class.
I'm still waiting.
On Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, yes. I think I came.
Can you kai? She came. Future. Yeah, let's predict the future. I also I went to my boyfriend's Thanksgiving celebration at his house the weekend before. So we did like a little celebration with all of his aunts and uncles, his grandma, his stepmom's family, and then also like some of her friends who are just so fun and cool.
Now, he spent the whole Thanksgiving Day though with your family?
Yes,
that's really
nice. He came to my climb class.
That's awesome.
We're trying to speak in like it just already happened because we're recording before.
And then did he not celebrate then with his family during Thanksgiving? What do they usually do?
Well, so all of the families live in Arizona. And so now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably a smart idea that they do this. So all of the family, like basically everyone lives here. So it's really complicated, especially with like spouses having other families, trying to navigate like the Thanksgiving with everybody's family. Because, like, as you know, you get married and then your husband wants to have Thanksgivings. Mm-hmm. Your husband's parents want to have Thanksgiving and your parents want to have Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And it's not like they hate each other, but it's like, people have their own traditions. Mm-hmm. And so not always aligns where everyone can be one big happy family.
Yeah.
But also Nick has a huge family. So, what they did is the siblings actually do like their own little Thanksgiving. And then like some of the parents like of the kids, they all do it before the actual day, so that on Thanksgiving Day they can kind of honor like the other families that had other plans or traditions. So you know what I mean, like the in-laws and whatever.
That's nice.
So yeah, it's nice.
I have found like when your parents can, like when you are married or like in a relationship, my parents have been so cool and like flexible about, oh, we can do it a different day or the Saturday after. Like that is when you're a parent, so future mamas, it's so nice to just like have parents that are very accommodating. Your parents are like this too.
I was gonna say this sounds exactly like my parents.
Yeah, it's so nice because at first I thought my parents would get mad, but no, they as long as we can have a day together, it doesn't matter. Ethan and I, we just switch on and off. So last year we were in Flag with his parents and family, and then this year we're with mine.
So fun.
But then the Friday after, we had Sandy and Michael, his parents, over for dinner.
Nice.
And then we had a little Friendsgiving on Saturday, which unfortunately Rachel couldn't come to because she had other plans.
Yeah.
But we did a little hibachi situation, which was really fun. So really fun stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had a little Christmas light show.
Ooh.
I know, with the little BBs. So
The little
it'll be
babies.
So fun.
All right.
But
Well,
yeah.
I love it. Well, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Very grateful for you.
Very grateful for you. I know. Ashley is just like the best. I love her.
Oh my God.
Best friend ever.
Stop.
Ever. All right.
right.
So we're going to get into the episode, and today's episode is going to be a funny one. And that's why we're trying to like give a quick update more quickly than usual, because this is going to be funny. So as we're starting to just like get further into our podcast, establish an audience, I know there's some people out there that listen that probably don't know a lot of things about Ashley and I. And I mean, it's now reaching an audience that's further than our best friends. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So we have just some things that we want to share with you guys. And I think there's some things that Ashley doesn't even know. We're going to tell you some things that you guys don't know about us.
I love it.
So it could be things that are just more personal to us, that make us who we are, like, you know, where we're from, maybe about our families, whatever. And then I'm going to share like some funky little quirks.
Yeah, I have
do.
exactly that written down. I have some good stories, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go back and forth. You start.
Okay.
And then if you feel like a few tie in together, just keep going.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, perfect. So, first thing about me, I don't know if Ashley knows this, but when I was younger, at the age of 8, I had a black and white spotted pet rat named Eloise.
No. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Your parents let you have a rat in the house?
Yeah, I had a rat.
That's jail. Did you hold it?
Yeah, it was a pet rat. I literally bought it at PetSmart.
What did you feed it?
Yogurt drops, some special like rat food. Also Eloise. So let me elaborate. So Eloise, I named her after, you know, the movie Eloise at Christmas.
Yeah.
I literally loved that movie. So I was like,
movie.
when I get a rat, I'm naming it Eloise. My friend Anna had one. She had 2 actually, Salt and Pepper. And so I wanted a rat. So I got Eloise, female rat, obviously, given the name. And so when I had her, she had like a little cage, and I loved this rat so much that I actually got a harness and a leash for the rat, and I would take it for walks around my neighborhood.
I hate this. That's why you're so comfortable picking that mouse up in my backyard.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really faze me as much. Yeah, no. So I
How
would take
big
it.
was it? Like with your hands?
Oh, it was probably like this big.
Oh my
Like, oh, she was so cute. My parents loved her. So before school every morning, I would have Eloise out with me while I was eating breakfast, and my dad would make me pancakes, and then he'd make Eloise a really mini pancake. Scrambled eggs, me eggs, little bitty eggs for Eloise. Eloise and I would have the same breakfast in the morning. And then I also would sometimes I would take her in my purse, like my little like foo-foo purse, to like outings.
Are you serious? I did not know that.
And then the last thing that so we tragically lost Eloise due to a very, very large tumor.
Oh.
And on her body they get these like growths on the sides of them.
Yeah.
They're literally like the size of them. Like, it's crazy. But I remember I was so devastated, and my mom and I really investigated getting a procedure to operate on the rat to save its life. And unfortunately, the surgery advised by the veterinarian was too risky. So yeah, we were thinking about having an operation to remove the tumor to save Eloise's life. But I think it was like $2,000, and the chance of her survival was very low. So my mom had to break it to me that we couldn't perform the surgery.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine if we got the surgery to save my rats?
I can't imagine letting my kid ever have a rat. Ever. Never. Never.
I love
Would you let your kid have a pet rat?
I mean, yeah, Eloise changed my life.
I'm dead.
Rest
We
in
are
peace,
going to be
Eloise.
so different.
You know what? We're going to post to promote this episode. I'm going to find a picture of me and my rat Eloise. We have so many
Please.
photos together. I
Please.
literally loved her. Like, I can see her face in my mind. I miss you, Eloise. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Oh man, I gotta get something good because that's funny. Okay. I wrote so many different things. Okay. I have a good story. Did I tell you about the time in college where I had about this test?
No,
A
I
test?
don't think so.
Okay.
Tell me.
All right. So I, in college, was really like into school. I was taking all these crazy classes because I thought I was going to go to med school or possibly like PA school or physical therapy school. And I had to take like organic chem, like, you know, all the chemistries, physics, biochem. Well, I was in my biochem class, and I'll never forget this. And it's just an iconic story where I was leaving to Canada. I was 19 and I wasn't 21 yet. So all of us girls decided to go to Canada so I could drink. We all went for me. And before, I had talked to my professor. I was like, hey, I'm going on a trip. Can I take this test early? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. So I took it at like, you know where sometimes people with like disabilities take tests?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it extended time. So he sent my test to this place. And so I went in and I was like, hey, I'm here for Dr. So-and-so's biochem exam. And they're like, okay, great. And so they gave me the test, and I'm taking the test. Or I sit down, I look at everything. It's like Chinese. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Like biochem, like there's different reactions and stuff. I was like, I have never learned any of this. And I'm looking around. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I didn't know anything on the test. So I'm like sitting there for like 2.5 hours just trying to figure out like what's going on. I'm having a full-blown panic attack.
Oh, no.
And I turn it in. I was like, you need to get Dr. Aaron so-and-so on the phone. Like, something's wrong. Like, I need to talk to him. So they called him, and like at his office, I was like, hi, this is Ashley. Like, I just took your test. I don't know what happened, but like, I didn't know anything. Did you send the right test? And he's like, let me look. And he was like, yeah, I think so. Anyways, it turns out I took a different professor's exam.
Oh, no.
And then I'm leaving for Canada in like 5 hours, and this is like my like final.
Fuck.
And but what ended up happening, I had to go to New Mexico where my parents lived at the time, and he sent the correct test to the University of New Mexico. So before I went to party in Canada, I flew home, and then I took this test at the University of New Mexico. And I literally was, if you know me, I was in sheer panic.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine.
48 hours, just crying, sobbing. I was like freaking out. I was like, how in the world did this happen? It was the absolute worst thing that happened to me. I'll never forget it. And to this day, I dream about not knowing things on the test. And it still haunts me. I'll have dreams where I'm like, I don't know what's on the test.
Oh my God.
It was the craziest
sounds
thing.
awful.
But the good news is I knew the professor really well. I knew all my professors well. They all loved me. So
Oh my God. I would have milked that. I would have been like, give me an A.
yeah, I got a B+. It was a hard effing test.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is
Anyways.
so scary.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert. Okay. My next thing is, let's see. This is more of just something about me that I actually haven't shared with you recently. So I really want to run the New York City Marathon, and I think I'm going to do it.
Hell yeah.
That
was all over my TikTok feed.
I have been always, I know that, I think this is going, like, okay, hold on. Let me backtrack.
Okay.
So I've run one marathon before, and it was always on my bucket list. I always wanted to do a marathon, and I was really happy I did it. But after I did it, I just like, you know, I was like, oh, like, I don't know if I ever want to do one of those again. But I just kind of felt like there was this feeling inside me where I'm like, I know I did it, but it didn't feel like the one that I want to end my marathon career on. I don't know how to explain it.
I love that.
It didn't feel right. And it's not like I want to be like a marathon runner for the rest of my life. I just felt like there's just one more. There's one more. I just need one more.
When are you going to train?
So, well, the thing is, it's really difficult to get into the New York City Marathon. So if you don't live in New York, it's very hard. You'd have to go for the lottery. to get in. So they draw, and a lot of people don't actually get it. But if you're a resident, you can run 9 races in a year and then get into the race if you qualify. But I'm not a resident of New York. But you can do a charity. And so you just have to raise $3,000 for charity. And I'm going to see if I can get my company to pay for it.
That's awesome. Wait,
I think
do you
I
have to
could.
qualify for the New York?
No. Okay. If I do charity, I just have to raise $3,000.
That's amazing.
Like think about it. Like my company probably, I don't even think
we
they
could
do
set
any
up
donations.
a lemonade stand in Arcadia. And
Literally.
make that.
I mean, I'm like, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. But I seriously think I could get my office to cover at least something like, hey, this is a charitable donation. It's something I really want to do.
Yeah.
I'll wear a shirt with your logo on it for all I care. Like, you know? So, and I can actually pick a cause that I want it to go to, so I could align it with something that they do. And I don't think they do anything anyways. And I'm like kind of in charge of that anyways. So I can probably just...
You're the philanthropy
So,
queen.
yeah. So, I really want to do it.
Next year.
Hopefully next year. If it's not next year, it'll be the year after.
I really do. I actually kind of want to train for a race too. So
do you want to do a marathon?
I don't know if I want to do the. I was talking to Jen about maybe doing like the Disney half, but it'd be kind of fun.
I would
like,
do it with you.
Yeah, you could come with us.
Can I do it?
Yeah, because I just want to. But I'm not running for time. I'm running
No,
just to like.
no,
I want to just like have fun.
Oh, I mean, I've said it. I know I said it after my one in San Francisco. So I ran the San Francisco half marathon. That was the first race I've ever done where I wasn't thinking about the time. I did it with one of my best friends, Lauren, and it was like we had a blast. Like we were literally just fucking around out there for hours, just like giggling, being like, woo, yeah, like taking videos. Like it was so fun. It was so fun.
I think if I did a half marathon, it might reignite something. Maybe I would be like, okay, I could do a marathon. I think my body could handle it. It's just my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I also
Actually, I don't know if my
I
body-
think that I think it's just really fun, and it's also just like it's not even about, for me, it's now it's getting to this point where it's not even about like the exercise part of it. Like I
No.
used to be just so abusive with my exercise. Now it's kind of about like just this really fun community experience. Like
Totally.
I crave it. Like when you run those runs, you feel this sense of like connection to everyone around you. I'm sure you know that. I know that you know that because you've done it. But like for people that haven't run like a race like that, it's different than a 10K. It's different than a 5K. It's like when you're doing a half marathon or a full marathon, you're out there with these people that like some of them are in wheelchairs and they're doing this like for miles because they have no legs. And like you see people out there running, carrying tree trunks for and like weight to honor someone that they lost in the military. Like it is a emotional experience.
Yes, 100%. I ran the Colorado half marathon down the Poudre Canyon, and I did it.
That sounds beautiful.
It was the most stunning thing I've ever done in my life. Just gorgeous, the scenery. And I ran the whole thing by myself, and I've never really experienced a true runner's high until that moment. And it was the most, I go back when I'm like feeling down and sad, I'll go back to that mental place, what I felt in that moment. I've never run harder in my life, and like I've never felt more free. And I would like, you jog up next to someone,
beautiful.
you give people high fives.
Yeah.
It was truly the most beautiful, liberating experience I've ever had in my life. And that's why people run, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the beauty of running.
It's so beautiful. So one of my best friends, Megan, she actually ran the New York City Marathon last year. And I was texting her and I said like, hey, I really want to do this. I'm obviously you have insight on like how to get into it because she doesn't live there. So she's sending me tips. But at the second that I texted her, she literally goes, oh my God, I'm so happy you want to do this. Literally thinking about it gives me the chills. It's the most emotional and spiritual experience like I've ever had. And she's not like that. She's not like as touchy-feely, I'd say, as like you and I are about like, getting connected with like the vibes. Do you know what I mean? And for her to say that, I was like, damn, like, okay.
I got to do it.
Yeah, I need to do it. I just feel
will.
this need. I'm going to do it. And I just like, I'm so excited. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So that's like my little like soft launch of this. I'm going to figure it out. You know that Rara always figures it out.
She will figure it
Like
out.
I put my mind to something, like I don't care what it is, it's happening. So it's happening.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Something, this is kind of good off like what you said, like
Okay.
kind of like spiritual.
Yes.
I wrote this down is I think a lot of people don't know this about me, and maybe you do or don't is I am very spiritual. I actually pray all the time, and I like believe in heaven. And I think it's like very interesting because not a lot of people talk about like religion or like their spirituality because you don't want to ever like put that on somebody. But I was raised Catholic, and do I associate with the Catholic Church? No, but I do believe in like a higher power, and I'll see a patient, and if they're going through something, like I'll go to my office and I'll like say a prayer for them.
Oh my God, that's so
and
sweet.
At night, like I say my prayers still before bed. And it's kind of, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more okay with it. But when I was kind of growing up, I was always embarrassed about like praying and like having a spiritual connection to something of like a higher power, like saying the word God, because it's like, I don't know. It's just interesting. So for those of you who don't know, I'm very spiritual. I do believe in a higher power. I pray a lot. I don't even know if Ethan knows that I pray, but I'll say prayers for him at night.
That's really cool.
And I just kind of keep it to myself.
You pray for me?
Yes.
Good.
But I think like prayer can be like different things. It could be like a gratitude journal for somebody, but like I have like little prayers I say. So I'm more spiritual than maybe one would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
And I do believe that we're all going to heaven, because if I don't believe that, then I go twisty.
Oh, God.
I go dark and deep.
Okay, good.
Like we got to go somewhere. So hopefully it's up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
To a pretty place.
That's cute. I love that.
Okay, anyways.
That's so sweet. Why is she so sweet? It's like this so cute. Okay, one thing about me, another thing is that when I first met Ashley, I actually didn't like her. I'm just kidding. That was
you sketch ass.
That was so funny.
I wrote that. I kind of believed it for like 5 seconds.
The way that she just did a full 180 of her head, that was so good.
That was good.
Okay, this is something that's like kind of actually I'll say something about Ashley. Something about me is that for some reason I know your address by heart, and whenever I'm trying to get to your house, I just type in the address. I'm gonna beep this out.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know your address by heart.
I love that.
Like I just, when I'm like, oh, I gotta go to Ashley's house, like for some reason this happens. This is something I also do too. I never like, I need to memorize your phone number. I kind of have it memorized.
Oh, I don't know
anyone's
phone numbers.
If I know someone's phone number, rather than just saying like call dad, I'll be like, let me type in his phone number.
Really?
I type in people's phone numbers all the time. And then same with address. Like if I need to get to my parents' house and like I'm somewhere far, or like my house, your house, I always type in the address.
Wow.
I'm like a grandma. I don't know why I do that.
But you're good with directions. I'm so directionally challenged.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. But so yeah, I thought that was something that you should know that
Give me one more. Give me another.
Okay, another one. Okay, this is something kind of funky that I do. So this one I told my mom this morning, and she's like, what the hell? So I live alone, and I every morning when I'm usually in a rush in the morning, I'm trying to get better about it, but even when I'm not in a rush, something that I do is I chop things with like my mouth.
What do you mean?
Like if I want to cut a banana up and like put it in my like bowl, I literally cut the banana with my mouth.
And like, so I'll bite it and then spit it.
Like literally like a regurgitating mother hen. Like I am like bite, spit, bite, but it's not like I don't get it slobbered.
No.
I just like quickly and then just like regurg. Like, and that can be, it doesn't just have to be a banana.
It could be like carrots.
Oh yeah. It could be anything.
Give me the nastiest thing you've ever done. Like what
with
food?
that?
Like a piece of chicken?
Oh, I've done chicken.
Oh, gross.
That's not a normal occasion,
Cold
though, I will say. I've done chicken. I've done a cucumber before, which was weird. That one I was like, that didn't work.
Tomato?
You know?
No, too juicy.
No, I couldn't do a tomato. Yeah, it's usually oh
no. What?
Okay, this one I've done way too many times. I've done like nut butters like when I don't want it. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Just say it. What?
Okay, so like when like you get let's say you have like I'll have like a smoothie bowl or like maybe like some yogurt and I want to put like some almond butter on top of it, but like I hate how like the almond butter is like all in one chunk. So like I'll take like a little like little piece of it off the spoon with my mouth and then like regurgitate back into the bowl.
That is jail. You suck it in and then spit it back into your... I mean, I guess it's fine because you're just eating it.
I know. It's just
that's
like...
still disgusting.
I'm just like... It's because I'm alone. I mean, I promise you to anyone that comes over to my house and I feed them, I do not do this to your food. I swear I have limits. I have limits. I swear. I only do it to my own.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
I would just pay to have someone like... I feel like one day I'm going to let my guard down and like do it in front of Nick and like not catch myself. And he'll be like, what the hell?
What did I just do?
What are you doing?
I'm done.
Yeah. So that's something I do all the time.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is funny, but I think you know that Ethan and I call each other tit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Explain it to the audience.
So, but it kind of actually extends back to my entire family.
Oh, yeah.
So my brother and I don't know when this started, but so my brother is 32. He's Ethan's age and he's older. He lives in Dallas. He works for United Airlines, but we're besties. I don't get to see him a lot. But he and I started calling each other titty. Okay, like a woman's boob, but titty. And then we
Do you know why?
No, it just like we just have always said weird crap to each other. And so I think like I had said it one time like, oh God, she looks, or something about a titty. And he started calling me titty. And then it went into, he started calling me Titty Spice, like, hey, Titty Spice. And then we came up with nicknames for our whole family. So I'm Dr. Titty. My mom has big boobs, so we call her Big Titty. My dad's nickname is Boomer, so we call him Boom Titty. And Ethan's Tit, and John's just Titty. And I'm not kidding you. When my brother's home and it's me, Ethan, and John, we will just be firing off like titty all over the place. My parents think we're crazy. Hey, oh Big Titty. And like calling your mom Big Titty.
Hey, Big Titty.
It's like very inappropriate.
Does Ethan never call her Big Titty?
No.
He can't do it.
We don't really call her that to her face. We just say it behind her back. But to my dad, I'll call him like,
where's Big
Boom Titty?
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah, how's Big Titty?
How's Big Titty?
And Ethan and I call each other Tit all the time. Mm-hmm. Like in private. Or we'll call each other T. And it's just a nickname that stuck. It's kind of vulgar, but it's just something cute we do. I don't know if that's cute. It's kind of freaking weird.
No, I think it's so funny. I mean, my friends and I, like, we all, I guess all my friends and I, we have, like, an obsession with rats. Like, it's just, like, because of, like, my rat background, like, everyone. And, like, we call each other, like, rat. I mean, I've definitely called you a rat before.
Yeah, for sure.
I do that all the time. Like, you little scrawny rat. Or, like, that's such a rapscallion move. Like, you crazy rapscallion. Like, I don't know, like,
just, I love it.
Like my friend Anna will text me and I'll be like, oh my God, like look at what I did. She'll be like, oh my God, you're such a rapscallion. Like we do it all the time. Yeah. It's just
nicknames are the best. I love nicknames.
Yeah,
I love nicknames.
Yeah,
it's great. Mm-hmm. Okay, what else? Give me one. I have so many.
Okay, yeah. Something that I do. This is one of my toxic traits. For some reason, when I'm about to go out and I need to. Like I'm going to some sort of event or meeting a friend for lunch, like it does not matter what it is, and I'm looking for an outfit, the first thing I do is I go into my closet, I pick something out, and I cut it. 10 minutes before I have to leave.
Like cut the shirt?
It is unhinged. Yes, t-shirt, I'm like, oh, I wish this was shorter. Like, I'm like, I find everything that I literally just cut it, so it's like, oh, it's cropped now. Or like, I wish these pants were shorts. Cut them in shorts. Oh and then God. I wear them 5 minutes later.
That is skill.
But it's so weird. Do you do that,
like often?
All the time. I literally did the shirt I was wearing yesterday. I thought of this yesterday.
You cut it?
Yeah, I cut it. Because I've had that shirt.
It's cute.
But I like never, I've always wanted to actually cut that shirt because I got it at Goodwill for like $1.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love this shirt, but I wish it was just like shorter, like more cut to the pant line,
hem.
not like cropped, but you know what I mean? Like a little
Yeah.
bit shorter because it was really long. And so I was like, oh, well, now's the time. I have to leave in 5 minutes. So let's cut it. And then I just cut. Or like one time I had these pants and I was like, oh, these are so cute, like high-waisted pants. But like I never wear them anymore because I don't like how they're like flared at the bottom. But they'd be really cute shorts. So cut, and then I wore them 5 minutes later.
I know those ones.
Like I do it all the time.
Can you cut a few things of mine?
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay, I'm serious.
Please. I whip those out so fast. Like
Okay,
I can cut
amazing.
whatever you want.
I would never. I always cut crooked, so I could.
But isn't
never
that
do
weird?
That's so bizarre.
It's very strange. It's always like last minute, and it's like before I pick anything in my closet that works, I always take something I have and cut it. Like dress that should be a shirt, cut it. Bodysuit you wish was a tank top, cut it. Like it's so weird.
Wow, the risk.
I know.
Would you cut like nice? Yeah, no, you cut those
Yeah.
Lululemon bands.
Yeah, but that was because I fell to my death when I face planted while training, and then they were ripped.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Toxic trait.
Good.
What's yours
Okay,
next?
let's see. Right. I am obsessed with teeth. I look at everyone's teeth. If somebody has something in their tooth or like in between their teeth, I like will stare. I brush like so often. I caress white strips so often. I just love teeth. Like when I see someone with good teeth, I will stare at their mouths. I never had braces. Did you know that? And then I got Invisalign during physical therapy school. I was like 24 with Invisalign.
You've never had braces?
No.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
You have nice teeth.
Thank you. But I love teeth. Teeth on everyone. I also love veneers. Like I'm obsessed with like.
Don't get veneers.
I would never.
You really have.
Thank you.
You have teeth that people would want as veneers.
Thank you. But I stare at people's teeth, so it's a big thing. And Ethan gets really self-conscious about his mouth and teeth because I'm like a stickler for breath. He's actually been doing oil pulling. Do you know what that is?
Wait. Okay.
And his breath has been 20 times better.
I'm going to send you a TikTok because
Is it
I
bad?
actually know this girl. I know her personally, and she's like blown up on TikTok. She's like a dentist.
Yeah.
And she's she's like has her own kind of practice in LA.
Yeah.
She said oil pulling is bad. Wait, hold
frick.
on. What is it? It's something about it strips your enamel and actually can then over time make your teeth start to get
Brittle?
weaker, like, and lose. I'll send it to you.
Oh,
But so you have to be careful about
Okay.
like doing it religiously,
Ethan.
which
you might have
sucks.
to stop.
She didn't say anything about white strips though.
Really? It's so crazy. He's been doing it. And yesterday he woke up and I like went over to give him a kiss in bed and just like kind of cuddle. He's like, and you know how like guys won't kiss you back because you're like, oh, my breath, like I don't want you to kiss. Like,
Yeah, what's with that?
But I made him kiss me. I was like, your breath doesn't smell bad at all. I think it's been the oil
Oh my
pulling.
God, you're making him so self-conscious. Like, what are you? You're a bully.
Do you get morning breath?
I don't know. I don't really care about people's breath. Is that weird?
Oh my God.
I will make out with someone in the morning. Like, I don't care.
You don't care about breath?
I don't know what it is. I don't care about
Hot,
a
stinky
lot of
breath
things.
could send me to outer space.
Like, I guess I've just never. Hold on. I think I've definitely encountered some bad breath before.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, the people, like, in the morning, I will kiss Nick, and he's usually like, hold on, like, let me brush my teeth. But
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care.
know.
Like, just kiss me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't know why.
I care to an extent. If it's like really bad,
Yeah.
I won't engage. But like Ethan's breath has been fire. So lately,
Hell yeah.
morning kisses have been slay.
No, but I'll send you this TikTok about the oil pulling.
Okay, thank you.
Because she said that
Darn.
it gets overdone, and I can't remember what it was, but she said to just be careful of it. And when you see her teeth, sure. It's
Good.
Dr. Shahira Saad is her name on TikTok. Hold
Okay.
on.
I'm hitting this cord. Sorry.
Here, this girl, she's a cosmetic dentist.
Ooh,
I mean, look at her teeth. Like, look at her. She was Barbie look at her teeth.
beauty.
Beauty queen.
Beauty.
So yeah, she gives some really good dental tips actually. Yeah, she gives 3 best and worst whitening products for your teeth, 3 things you should never do with your teeth.
Shout
I think
her
that's the one
Instagram
that's
again. What
it's
is it?
Dr. Dr. Shahira Shahira Saad Saad, all one
let's
word.
all go follow her
She
for
has
teeth
really good
tips.
dental stuff. I swear, she's like amazing. So
I'm obsessed.
she's like, Ashley, you'll be obsessed. She's really good.
I love
So yeah. Okay, let me give another thing about me. So another thing that people might know about me is, and this is something that Ashley definitely knows, but I have a millennial sister. So I'm actually a Gen Zer, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm on the cutoff though. So like, I feel like, well, okay, I am by the book, technically, factually a Gen Z, but I'm 26 years old. I'm a 97 baby. So sometimes there's different sources that say I'm like not, but whatever. You're a millennial, right?
Yeah.
What are you, right?
I wish I wasn't.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're
a
a millennial.
millennial.
But so
I
my
feel like a
older
Gen Z,
sister is a
though.
millennial, and like I think that it really has like, and my sister's 9 years older than me, so she is in her 30s. Why can I not even think of how old she is? 35? I think 35. And my mom had me when she was 43. So I was a miracle child. My mom didn't really think that she could have kids, and so yeah. So then I came around one day and I just popped out, and they're like, "Wait, oh my God, we have a baby." And that was me. So I was a surprise child. I say miracle child. I own that. And yeah, so I think that the reason that I am the way I am, especially with just like being really close with mostly people that are older than me,
Totally.
like all
Old
the
soul.
time, it's because I grew up with an older sister. Like I know every song ever made. Like I can't even explain it to you. Like people will, like there's this girl that takes my climb class, and she was like, "I can't believe I found out that you're 26. Like, your music taste, like I thought that you were easily like 30. Like she's like, you don't look 30, but like there's no way that any 26-year-old would know that song." And I'm like, I just know it. And it's really because like my parents, my sister, like the dynamics of music I've heard is just like so telling for me. So but yeah, so my sister Lindsay and I were best friends. I love her. And she has 2 beautiful babies. Her oldest is named Emma, and her younger one is named Frances. We call her Frankie. And yeah, so I'm just so lucky. So yeah, that's a little bit about my fam. And it's just really us. It's just us 2. That's my only sibling. And just my parents. I have a pretty small family, but we're very close. So
You have a great family. Small but mighty. That's for sure.
And Ashley has a great family too.
Thank you. Okay, this is probably something that people don't know. Rachel might know this. You do know this. Ethan and I knew each other in college. I actually lived across the street from Ethan. We weren't dating. I actually dated his little brother in the fraternity. And I went to different parties with Ethan, and I would see him there. I had no idea this man was going to be my husband one day. And all the girls in Zeta, our sorority house, would joke about Ethan, saying like, "Oh my gosh, that guy wears Lululemon all the time."
Like, is he daddy vibes?
Yeah, he went to like core power yoga. But something that's super interesting is when we got back, or we both were living in Arizona, and we decided to hang out, etc. He was interested. I kind of was teetering the fence if I liked him or not. But before I went back to Oregon to physical therapy school, he was like, "I want to come see you." And I told him no. And he was like, "No, I'm going to buy a flight." And so we were at like North Italia, and he bought a flight to come see me in Portland. I was like, "No, I don't think it's a good idea. You come."
It's so weird. Like I would literally never do something like that. Not saying you're weird. Like it's just so funny the way you are. Like,
Yeah.
you're so strong as like a female. You're like, no. But like I would be like, yeah.
I was like, "No, don't come." But when he came, I'll never forget.
Oh, this is funny.
I wasn't into him this first trip. Like I liked him, but I was like, I just don't know. Like, and he was really chasing me. Ethan, I'm sorry. He wore these blue tennis shoes that were probably like Sauconys with jeans. And I was like, that's it. I can't do this.
Wait,
like,
they were like what?
like blue tennis shoes.
You said Sauconys?
Yeah, like
what's
like
that?
the brand like Brooks, Saucony.
I don't know what Saucony is.
Saucony?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
But Brooks?
Yeah.
Okay,
Imagine
I know
like
that.
the biggest blue dad shoes you've
Like
ever seen
chunky,
in your life.
ugly running
like
shoes.
imagine like a blue Hoka.
Or no, even worse, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like those like gross, like, this is what I'm imagining. Like those gross, like kind of netted, breathable, chunky running shoes that are like so not cute.
They were something. And then he wore these jeans and he rolled
With
up.
jeans?
Yes.
Okay, that's where oh God.
You guys, he rolled up the pant legs, cuffed them with these shoes. And I was like, I just don't think I can do this. But the man usually had good style, but something about that, I was like, oh my gosh. But then we ended up having a good time, and all my friends in Oregon were like, no, he's great. Like, he's awesome. He treats you so well. You guys like are so amazing when you're together. And that was true. Like, I felt the best I've ever felt with somebody when I was with him. But it took me a long time to get over that outfit. So
yeah, that's
Ethan,
traumatizing.
Listening.
That's so gross.
That was like the most traumatizing thing you've ever worn, but you've never done that to me since.
Oh my God, yeah, that's so scary. It's okay, but you also have to own that he has dealt with some of your crazy styles as well.
Yes, very true.
You know.
And my thin eyebrow face. Was he?
Thin eyebrow, but your eyelashes, the caterpillar face, she had fake eyelashes,
God
which is
bless
so
you.
not Ashley's brand.
But just so you know, like, people can turn it around.
Oh, people can always turn it
Yeah.
around.
I mean, he has great style, but
Oh my God, that's
a moment.
funny. That's so funny. So a little something about Nick and I, the way that we met. So Nick was actually the first boyfriend I've ever had and the first person I've ever loved in my entire life, which is pretty crazy. First boy. So the way that we met is he transferred to my school, my high school, the senior year. So, which is kind of crazy. Like if you're going to a public high school, transferring senior year kind of sucks, but
yeah, that does
he
suck.
came in, nobody knew who he was. It was very mysterious. Everyone's like, who's this like tall, attractive, dark-haired, like we all called him vampire. We're like, who's this like vampire? Like he looked like a vampire. I don't know how to explain it. Like he looked like a vampire. And so I was on the morning news show. I would host the morning news announcements and things every morning for my entire high school. So every morning people would wake up, see my face. I'd give announcements, updates, all that stuff. Super fun. And then that's actually why I picked like what I wanted to do for school and go to college for, which is cool. I can get into that later. But so I did not know Nick at all, but we had one class together and like, I don't know, I'd always just like kind of like look at him because he was like so attractive. Like everyone was like obsessed with him. We're like, who is this guy? And so I was it was a senior year prom. I had no one, I didn't know who I was going to prom with. And then I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to like find like kind of like a guy friend that I would go with. So like there was this guy in my biochemistry class. Oh my God, this is so sad. There was this guy in my biochem class that was like good friends with one of my other guy friends. And I was like, okay, like, I guess I'll just go with him, like, whatever. So we kind of, you know, when you, like, set it up behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, I'll go with him. So, like, apparently he was, like, and he was really excited. He's like, oh, I get to go with Rachel. Like, this is so fun. And it just worked because all of our friend groups were, like, very cohesive. And so, but I wasn't, like, I didn't have a crush on him or anything. It was just, like, I'm going to go because I need to go with someone. And so he was like, you know, like the Petri dishes. Mm-hmm. So in biochem class, like you would basically like culture in hours. We would like culture all these like different specimens to like grow things in those Petri dishes, and like you look under a microscope. So he after school would go into biochem, and on the Petri dishes, like we were in a group together, and he like spelled out like prom in like in like invisible like bacteria on these Petri dishes. Jesus. Which literally takes like so long to do. Okay, so I didn't know that was happening yet. Then one day, the guy that I was gonna go to prom with as like my backup option, whatever. Well, I thought I was going with him. Cultured bacteria. So while he's culturing bacteria behind the scenes, all of a sudden this rumor starts traveling around that Nick wants to ask me to prom, and I'm like, I don't even know Nick. Like, what? But I'm like, he is so hot. Like, I have to go with him. And so then finally, like, one of my best friends, Claudia, she's like, Rachel, like, Nick wants to ask you to prom. Like, I know it's random, but, like, he really wants to take you. And I was like, wait, really? And she's like, yes. Like, I know for a fact, like, I have a class with him. He came up to me and asked me about it. Like, he said he wants to take you to prom. And I was like, oh, my God. Forget the other guy. We'll call him Ben. Forget Ben. I don't even, like, I didn't know about the Petri dish.
Yeah.
The promposal. So I was like, perfect. Great. I'm going with Nick. Like, I don't care. Like, yes, immediately, 5 million times yes, I will go to prom with Nick. Like, of course. But we had never spoken before, like, ever.
That's weird.
So once that kind of, like, got around that I would say yes, he, like, asked me to hang out a few times, like, whatever. And it was cute. Like, it was, like, fun. Like, we were, like, we got along. Like, we had a good time. But obviously, like, it's high school. Like, you're always flirty and, like, can get along with everyone. So then one morning, I'm hosting the Narcadia News show. And all of a sudden, like, you don't know this part. So all of a sudden, I'm sitting on the news show, and this music starts playing, and it's the Weeknd song. It's like, you make it look like it's magic. Oh, yeah. What's that song called? Body, nobody but you. Ooh, ooh. You know that? Yes. That Weeknd song starts playing. And I'm like, what's going on? Everyone's looking at me smiling. And I'm like, what? And this is on live news. The thousands of children watching.
Should get that film back
so
for the wedding.
All of a sudden on our big screen in the corner, there's a split. I see, like, there's a big TV screen that shows what's broadcasting to the school. It's a split screen with my face, and then there's this video playing next to it. And it's this whole music video of Nick seductively, like, he's like, it's like him, like, getting dressed for, like, a swim, like, and it's like full film production. Like, we had, like, a full film, like, crew at our school.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, full film production. Like, he made, like, a music video to this song.
And it played over everyone's TV.
Yes, and he's like, it's like him, like, getting into the pool, like, throws his towel over the shoulder. It says, like, Foss on the back, and, like, this whole thing. He, like, dives into the pool, and you get this aerial shot of him, like, swimming. Oh my god, you would scream.
I cannot see that.
I have
for him.
I have to find this video. And then all of a sudden it pops up, and it's like, Rachel, will you go to prom with me? And then he came, like, walking out and had flowers on Aaron, and, like, it was really cute, and I was like, yes. And so, but it was so funny. And to this day, his entire family, like, I'm not even joking, even when we weren't dating, because we broke up because I went to college and stuff, but we had, like, a great summer, went to prom, like, we fell in love. It was so cute. And then, you know, we just got separated college because I was in a different place. Like, it's just difficult for that. But, and then when I moved back, we got back together. But still, like, even when I was gone, like, his whole family, he told me, like, he's like, Rachel, like, you don't understand, like, that video, no matter who we met, who we saw, like, that video was at every family function.
I'm dying.
They'd be like, have you seen the video?
Have you seen it?
Oh, Rachel's not around anymore. We love her. But
Here's our son diving into the pool.
Aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, like, it's crazy. It was
Oh my God,
so
that's
funny.
crazy.
I have to show you the video.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Oh, it is iconic.
I would love to see that.
It was the best promposal I think I could have ever asked for.
That's amazing. Okay,
was
wait,
so
that's
cute.
so funny because speaking of prom, something that maybe you don't know is I went to prom all 4 years.
Of course you did.
I was 15 and this senior asked me to go to prom, and I asked my dad, and he was like, I don't know, Ashley, you're just a little bit too young to be doing this. And I begged and begged and begged, and then they let me go. And every year I went, and it was the best. And I hung out with, like, all the, like, I was always hanging out with the senior kids.
That's so funny.
Sneaking off campus, doing all the bad things. I was way more wild in high school than I was in college.
Not wild. I think that's why I maybe, like, now, well, kind of, I've been more wild than you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I was a crazy cat. I'm just going to say one other thing that maybe people don't know about me, but in high school, I also was the cheer captain of our cheer team.
I didn't know that.
And my senior year as captain, we won a state championship.
Hell yeah.
And I have a state championship ring.
That's fire.
And yeah, it was the best. Those are, like, some of my greatest memories were with those girls.
Aww.
I partied with my cheer coaches. We would drink with our cheer coaches. Like, that's kind of bad.
I used to, in high school, I was captain of the varsity golf team.
Why don't you golf more? So you're good at golfing?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not anymore. I mean, I definitely could pick it back up again, but I mean, I don't play regularly.
We
but
should.
It's, like, definitely ingrained in my brain. Like, I know how to play. It's just,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Cat's into the varsity golf team.
That's really badass. That's way cooler.
Except
than
there was
cheer
only
captain.
one team and it was varsity. So take that as you will. But no, still, I did play golf. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay, how many more? Because we want to talk about us.
Okay, let's just talk about us now.
Okay.
So something you might not know about us together. We have an age gap.
Oops.
What
Yeah.
I was born in 97. When were you born?
93.
93. Okay.
30.
So, and so it's a 4-year age gap. And so the way that Ashley and I met is we met at spin class.
Yeah.
And this was actually in November 2020. So, we're actually coming up on our 3rd anniversary.
Wow.
Isn't that so cute?
That feels like so short.
I know. But, so we came up on our 3rd anniversary and, yeah, we met in spin class just because we were both cheering and we both like kind of looked at each other and we're like, wait, we should be friends. And ever since then, I mean, the rest is history. And I actually did some digging of my own and so Ashley, who do you think sent the first DM on Instagram?
Me.
False.
You did?
I sent the first DM and I literally looked at this DM. So I went all the way back into our Instagram DMs. Took forever because I've literally sent her so many things. And it was me.
You
and
sent it?
It was me. I sent it. And I literally remember sending it. It was a Soul Cycle video. Okay. And I said, OMG, why do I hate this so much? Okay, it's kind of scary.
It's like this cringy video.
It's like
of
this really
guy giving
cringy like Soul
inspirational-
Cycle instructor.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm screaming, ... No, horrible. And I said, so scared. I found this one DM that Ashley sent me, and it's like the first emotional, deep DM that she sent me. And this is August 2021. So you were just starting to get like close to me, obviously. Like that was like our moment. Okay. So she had just gotten married in March. March, right? March 2021.
2022, I got married.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this was right before your wedding. Then.
Yeah.
So you got married in 2022?
April.
Are you sure?
Yeah, last year I got married.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I swear.
No, you didn't.
4222 is my wedding date.
No, wait, that was Taylor and Blake's wedding.
They got married this year, 2023.
That is really weird.
I know. It feels like time has been like...
I don't understand.
I know.
Okay, well, I'm really happy that is right because I was looking at this and I was like, I was freaking out. I was like, that was 2021. Okay,
That makes
2022.
sense.
Okay, good. That makes way more sense because I was very confused. Oh my God. Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, anyway, so this was before she got married, but like pretty close to when you're about to get married. So at the time, I had a different boyfriend, and I was dating this guy that was Jewish or is Jewish, and
everyone knows Ethan's Jewish.
Ethan's Jewish. So Ashley's husband is Jewish, and Ashley's just so cute because she just like she loves so hard, and she's so good about sharing the way she feels about things. I don't know how to explain it. Like you're just very in touch with just like how to deeply share your feelings about something, and she gives really good advice too. But she says she DMs me and she goes, "Yes, I'm drunk. This is me giving you good advice. A Jewish man will be faithful, safe, loving, giving, and selfless every single day. You will be his world. And it is nothing in 28 years I have ever experienced.
Oh my God.
I have had 1 million boyfriends, and there is no one like these men. Cherish him, love him, because he will be your world, soulmate, and best friend. Like, it's incredible. Like, he is it. Don't even question it.
Oh God, went south.
So just enjoy the ride. We will have Jewish babies together. I can't wait. Like, I'm not joking. I've known this girl for like a few months now. But I mean, that's when you know.
Were you living with him at the time? This man?
No.
Okay.
But I'm not even going to make this about like, I feel like the reason I want to tell you this is that it's not even about like the way, like this isn't about like my ex-boyfriend.
No,
it's like,
no.
It perfectly describes like how you and Ethan are, and it's just so sweet. Like it makes me want to cry. It is so cute. Like how much you guys love each other.
Aww.
It is. I'm crying. It's so cute, and I love how happy you are.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's so sweet.
Oh, she's literally crying.
It's just so sweet. Like, that was, when I read that, I literally started bawling. I was like, oh my God, like, that is so beautiful that she feels that way, you know? Like, that's all you want for your best friends.
Yes, I love you.
Mm-hmm. Me crying.
She's in her luteal phase.
I just love you. Like, isn't it just so beautiful when, like, your friends are happy? Like, it's just like,
yes.
That is literally what I felt. I was like, oh my God, I love how happy she is. Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
I know. It's really cute.
I want you to be that happy, and you are. You're on your way.
I know. And it's like, it's, I think that something I'm starting to learn too is, relationships can be, everyone's relationships are very different. And like, I think that's something that sometimes is hard to process when you're younger because you have like friends, you have family, you have people in your life, people you've seen, whether it's on social media or things you actually know, and you're constantly just comparing yourself and your relationship to other people's relationships. And I think it is really hard to sometimes like get past that, and you say like, and you think in your head, oh, well, like, I don't do that with my significant other. Like, does that mean that we have a bad relationship? Things like that. And your message there is just purely saying like, it's just like such a great way to show that you are so happy in what you're doing and how you feel, but it's not really putting that happiness into a category. I think it's like just saying like, these are the ways that you should feel, and you can feel and achieve those feelings through anything that makes it right for you,
100%.
you know?
And I think that's also something I've learned, like even with my friends, all friends, like my relationship isn't going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
And like everyone's different, and everyone wants different things. And yeah, like it's hard to you don't want to never compare your relationships. You just want somebody that makes you feel the best version of yourself.
Exactly. And I think that's something that I have always struggled with, just like really my whole entire life. I've always just been very like, just always very aware of how other people's relationships are. And it's something that I've really let go of recently because like I remember Nick and I were on a walk the other day, and like he did something and I was like laughing so hard. Like, it's just like the small things that we're doing together, and I'm like crying of laughter. And I'm like, this is it. Like, this is so good. Like, I love that I feel that way, you know? It makes me emotional. It does, because it's like the times that you're like get in your head about things, you know? Oh, why am I so emotional?
I want to hug you.
I just like feel for so many people out there that like have such hard times with like trying to figure out how they really feel about things.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is. It's very hard, but I think that you're on your way. You're fine. You're figuring it out. That's all everyone wants is just happiness and love. That's why we were put on the earth to love, to eat, to poop, to have sex.
It's always back to the pooping.
But speaking of like our friendship, it's so interesting because we met each other, and I knew Rachel's somebody very special, and I was like, I have to make her a part of like the biggest day of my life and include her in Ethan and I's biggest day. And I remember going back and forth with Ethan. I was like, I really feel called and pulled to ask her to be in my wedding, but do you think this is too soon? We've only known each other at that point. I think it had been like 10 months. And he was like, if you feel like she's really that close to you, and you know, then absolutely, then you should ask her. And I was going back and forth because I thought you would think it was weird, and she was younger, and you know, not all of her friends were getting married.
No one
was getting married, and all my friends were getting married. So I kind of went out on a limb, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask her to be in my wedding. So I bought her bridesmaid's dress,
which was so unnecessary and so nice.
No, oh my God, it was nothing. And I had texted her roommate, and I said, hey, I want to hang this dress up in Rachel's room.
Because I was out of town.
Yeah, she was out of town. And I created a voice memo. And we're going to play it for you guys on the podcast. But this is like the epitome of Memo Mama's, epitome of our relationship.
Yep.
Like this is where like our relationship lies are in these memos, and we've decided actually weekly we're going to start sharing voice memos.
A memo of the week.
A memo of the week. So our memo of the week is me asking Rachel to be my bridesmaid in 2021 before my wedding, and it was just like the sweetest thing. I was so proud of myself because I made this poem to ask her.
It was so cute. Wait, do you have it right now?
I do, but should we just have you clip it in?
Wait, can we play it? And
Yeah.
I'll put the audio over it.
Okay. We'll play this.
But yeah, no, I got a voice memo from her, and it was pretty long. I haven't heard it like since that day I listened to it. So
Really?
that's why I wanted to give a live reaction to it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, hi. Can you guess who? It's this crazy bitch who kind of stalks you. Let me just start by saying I never in a million years thought I was capable of making another true friend who I know will be with me until the end. You bring me sunshine, giggles, fashion advice too. Your energy is infectious, and I love you to the moon. Yeah, I know I've only known you for 1 year, but it feels like we were besties in our younger years. I feel like we are practically the same, never an ounce of FOMO when we choose to stay home and be lame. Working out should be our middle name. Jewish Wife Club signing up for random marathons. God, you're kind of insane. You may be wondering why you keep hearing my voice. I have a question for you, and you really don't have a choice. April 2nd of 2022 is a day I want to spend with you. It turns out we will both be in Cancun. God, I can't believe this is happening so soon. Look at that green dress to your left. I need you to wear that and look your very best.
Oh my God.
Please help me walk down the aisle and marry my best friend, the man who makes me smile. So now you probably know what this poem implies. Rachel, will you please stand by my side?
Oh my God, stop.
So be my bridesmaid and make my life made.
Oh,
that
that's
is so
cute.
sweet. I'm sobbing. I'm literally crying.
Same.
Wait,
That's so cute.
Sweet.
That is like the cheesiest thing I've
That
ever.
was so fucking cute. Little did
Who
you know
writes
I'd still be
I
here.
wrote
She
her a
does know
poem.
though. She's fucking psychic. I'm not even joking. She literally is psychic. If you guys ever have a question about something, like just ask Ashley and she'll look into her crystal ball and tell you what's gonna happen. Like it's so weird.
It's so fun.
Oh my God, that was really cute. That was
feel-
so sweet.
I loved that.
I love you so
I
much.
love you. So I hope you guys learned a lot about us, and I think it's I feel like the list can go on and on. But as you continue to listen to the podcast, I hope you kind of get to learn more and more and hear more and more about our crazy lives, our relationships. We're really lucky.
We'll share all the things we learn and we love, and we just want to grow with you guys. It's really cool. So we hope you cried a little, you learned a little,
We laughed a little,
and loved a lot. Bye.
That was so cute.
Stop. That was the sweetest
This deserves it.
I know, I forgot about it.
Crying.